Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining in our latest broadcast for publication of results. In this case, is the 6th publication of phase 10 of results of LatinNCAP. As usual, we're going to start the publication with our video. The models that we tested in this opportunity are the Chery Tiggo 3, 2 airbags as standard, made in China. This is a small popular SUV in Latin America. And the Chevrolet new Onix Plus, 6 airbags as standard, made in Brazil. This is the summary of the vehicles that we are publishing in this opportunity. And here are the results. Chery Tiggo 3, 2 airbags as standard, 0 stars for adults, 1 star for child occupant protection. We are taking a look at the color dummies. Pay attention to the red chest on the driver. This is actually the reason why this car was rated with 0 stars. Real speed crash test video. And now this slow motion video. Unstable structure, the high pressure and the high compression of the chest of the driver is what explains the 0 stars. The injuries recorded there are above the limits that actually are allowed by LatinNCAP. We understand that there is a high probability of life-threatening injuries, and this is the reason why this car was rated with 0 stars for adult occupant protection. Also, the manufacturer did not recommend any child seats to be used, so LatinNCAP had to choose the child seats to be used in this test. The results therefore are affected by not communicating the child seats to be used, and this actually is taking many points from the results of the child occupant protection. This is why this car was rated with just 1 star. We are now going to take a look at the Chevrolet new Onix Plus, 6 airbags as standard and ESC, 5 stars for adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, and it achieved the Advanced Award from LatinNCAP for pedestrian protection. Take a look at the color dummies as well. When I'm watching at the normal speed video on the frontal crash, and now the slow motion video on the frontal crash. Stable structure for this car, and also the vehicle, the combination of the seat belts, load limiters, pretensioners, airbags, and the structure offered a good protection for both adults in the front, adequate protection for the head of the driver, good protection for the head of the passenger. The manufacturer recommended to use child seats, both of them rearward facing, which is the latest recommendation worldwide on child safety in cars. These child seats were installed using Isofix and a support leg. And the result of the child occupant protection was very good in the dynamic test in both of them. And we understand for using good child seats rearward facing in both conditions. When I'm watching or taking a look at the side impact protection now, side impact test, now in slow motion, curtain airbag and body airbags. Mainly body airbags and the good structure on the side impact are both securing a good protection for the adults and also good protection for the child occupants going actually riding in the rear seat with both child seats rearward facing as explained. Good protection then for the child occupants and the adults on the side impact scenario. Of course, help with the side airbags, good structure on the side, and also good child seats installed rearward facing for the child occupants. This vehicle was tested also in the pole impact test. We're watching now the video on real speed. Pole impact scenario is a very demanding scenario for the car, and the curtain airbag showed a good performance and prevented any problems and kept the readings of the head in low levels, so offer good protection for the head. Chest in this case was rated as weak protection. LatinNCAP is only assessing the head protection for the pole impact, and the car met the conditions up until now for the 5 stars. Electronic stability control was also tested, and we're watching the video now from the outside of the car, and we're going to take a look at the test from the inside of the car with the robot, and the car met the conditions to meet ESC requirements for GTR8. Also, the car was tested for pedestrian protection. You're watching now this video of the pedestrian protection of this car, which assured or secured awarded the car the Advanced Award for pedestrian protection as well. Having said that, the summary of cars published in this new publication are the Chery Tiggo 3 small SUV, 2 airbags as standard, 0 star for adults, 1 star for child occupant protection. And the Chevrolet new Onix Plus, 6 airbags as standard and ESC standard, 5 star for adults, 5 star for child occupant protection. And also this vehicle was awarded with the Advance Award for pedestrian protection following regulations of the United Nations in terms of, from our understanding, one of the most important, most relevant vehicles, or the most relevant results we have published so far in the last few years, considering that the Chevrolet Onix is the best-selling model in Latin America, and it has been in the last few years the best-selling model not just in Latin America but in Brazil as well, the biggest market, the largest market in our region. And having the substitute or the replacement of this car, of the new version of the Onix, being fitted with this safety performance as a standard is very, very relevant for the work of LatinNCAP, and mainly it's very relevant for all consumers in Latin America. So I congratulate General Motors on this product, and we hope that not just General Motors but also all the other competitors will actually follow the beacon of this product in the next new launches in this segment, and of course in other segments of the market, and offer 5-star safety as standard for all Latin Americans. Thank you so much once again for joining in this new publication. Before we say goodbye, we would like to acknowledge and thank very much to our main supporters: Bloomberg Philanthropies, Global NCAP, FI Foundation, ICRT, and the Inter-American Development Bank. To all of you, thank you so much for the support. All this is possible thanks to you, and also it's possible thanks to all of you as consumers and people actually supporting us in many ways in social media and supporting actually our work in the last few years. Thank you very much, and we see you in the next publication, which is less than 3 weeks away from now. Thank you very much. Till then, bye bye.